Welcome, everybody, and thank you all for joining me. My name is Lemuel. I am the creator and curator of Memes for Togs, the place for memes for photographers. Just having a good time here with my new friend, Scott, longtime follower of Memes for Togs. Thank you so much for hopping in, brother.
Thanks, man. It's nice to join the masked bandit on Amazon Live.
Yeah, everything you're gonna see today, I'm actually wearing. You see that? I'm wearing my new merch over here, the Pro Photographer.
I want to get one of those. I'm gonna have
Dude, you
to I'm
gotta
gonna have to
get
hit
it.
up the shop.
Yeah, it's nice. You can. It's a write off. It's a Pro Photographer, merch. So
Now you know what I'm wearing. Is
what do you
there
wear?
any bigger fanboy than the Sony
Oh
fanboys?
God! Holy
Sony
moly!
fanboys are the worst, and I shoot Sony, so I know how obnoxious we are. So we can talk high dynamic range and stuff like that.
Oh Lord, here we go. Oh my gosh. You all know that I love throwing Sony shade, but I just picked up on the new Nikon shade, which is the automatic flash. Their AF system is not the best, so that's my new Nikon angle. But there is nothing like throwing shade at Sony shooters. I just lost you. You muted yourself.
It
There you
just
go.
broke. You there?
Yep,
God,
I
sorry about
hear
that.
you. I don't know what happened.
I I don't know. It just decided to, I'm done.
It, it decided not
Oh
today.
my God, 2020 in a live stream here, man. That's it.
No, I was
What a
talking. Weren't
mess.
we talking about the fact that a lot of the photographers that are doing great work need to be online, man?
Yeah, I am terrible at my setups for being online. So I need to get better at that. I'm glad that I stumbled across your page here with your live streaming arsenal. So I'm going to be perusing through that, get the lights set up, get all this stuff set up so I can actually record what I want to do, even if I'm live streaming, and just pipe it straight into the Mac.
Yeah, and I think
Um,
I'm gonna go and do something this Thursday. Normally, I do Tuesdays 3 p.m. with the pros like yourself, and like Laura, that was her my first guest. And then maybe on Thursdays, I kind of do something else. So I try to do a beginners type of stream. So maybe I'll do a live streaming for those of us that have the equipment but do not know how to really kind of put it together so that they can be effective. Because I think, yeah, go ahead.
no, I'm just saying that's super necessary. So I'd be tuning into that.
Yeah, because I think we as professionals, especially those of us that are published like yourself, have audiences that are really waiting for us to kind of let them know, hey, how can I do my work better? How can I increase my knowledge on, stuff like off-camera lighting, things of that nature, like what we're seeing here right now. But before we get into that, man, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you reside, and how long you've been working as a tog or as a photographer? I must not say that because people don't like me saying tog.
No, you're
Uh,
good.
but
Yeah,
yeah, can you share a little bit of your workflow, your business, where you're at, how long you've been doing it? And I'll put up your info also while we're at it. Go ahead.
absolutely. I am a wedding photographer out of Charlotte, North Carolina. An army brat, so I grew up in Germany. Spent probably the first half of my life there. I've been a photographer. Well, I've been shooting ever since my wife and I had kids. I think that's like the first thing you do when you have kids is go buy a halfway decent camera.
Yeah.
And I think it just took like a year into shooting kids and neighbors and their family friends and stuff like that before I started taking it serious. So
And what was that?
uh,
What year was that?
that was about 2012.
Okay.
2012,
Nice.
2013. I didn't start professionally shooting until maybe about 2015, and I didn't start shooting weddings until 3 years ago.
Do you have pictures of when you first started?
Oh my God, I do. But like I went to go find some last night, but they're like so buried in external hard drives,
Of course.
and
Like,
and
I
thank
can't
God that
find
they're
it.
buried,
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
You're talking about the most heavily saturated images you'll ever see. They were terrible, man. It really was. It was a hot mess. Like, but that's why, like, if you're just starting and you're looking at some of your work and it looks like maybe a hot pile of trash, mine did too, and every other professional out there as well. It doesn't just come immediately. So yeah, it took me a hot minute before, but man, I mean, I could have catalogs of hot piles for you, dude. If I find some, I'll shoot them to you, and then you can post up some like before after because it was bad.
I gotta. I want to like the process by which we're gonna do this is we're gonna go through some of your work, and then we're just gonna ask you how you shot it, and kind of run us through the gear that you used and kind of the mindset that you had, because you do have a ton of gear, man. I love the gear that you have. We're gonna look at your gear list right now, here on merch, on Amazon.com/shop merch, memes for togs. And you shoot Sony. That's, of course, the Sony fanboy.
Yeah, Sony fanboy. I was Nikon for a
Trader.
long time. You know
Trader.
what? I'll tell you what happened. I was shooting Z6s, right? Well,
Yeah.
I started with D750s, then I went to Z6s because
So you
once I got
just newly changed over to Sony because the C6s didn't just it just came out a few years back.
yeah, I just switched halfway through this year.
What? Yeah, really,
So
Trader.
it was twofold, right? So like I went on a family trip and I had my Z6s and like a moron, I was like, let me get in this ocean and take some fly pictures of the family.
Yeah.
I was doing everything wrong. I had off camera flash, like waves was hitting. Your boy
Yeah.
had everything electrical on the beach, like it
Yeah.
was going wild, right? Well, a wave hit my camera and like it wasn't even like a hard wave, but like the Z6 was like, we've had enough, and
Yeah. Oh
it's like
no.
I'm not working anymore. Well, I was an NPS member for Nikon, so like I reached out to them because I had weddings coming up, and I was
Right.
like, "Can we fix this?" And they were like, "Well, no, sorry, we can't due
What?
to." They said due to COVID, and I'm like, "Yo, I can go down the street and get a sandwich made from somebody's hand. Y'all can't take this camera and fix it."
You kidding?
Eh,
That's
they wouldn't. They
disappointing.
wouldn't take it. And then what's worse is if you can't take it, at least hook me up with a loaner.
Right.
And so that rubbed me so wrong. And then a buddy of mine let me use his Sony for one of my weddings. Since that body, I had two Z6 bodies, and he let me use his A7 III with an 85 1.8. And then once I saw just how fast the autofocus
Oh
worked,
Lord, here we go.
yo, it was
It
next
was
level,
over.
dog.
You know what's
It was
funny, man? In the streaming communities, Sony is like king, dude.
bro. It just stay locked on. It's insane.
But you can see, like here, I'm using the C6, and like I was telling you, I have it just connected to USB to my Mac, and using a software that I've linked up over here on Memes for Togs, my affiliate link, eCammLive, and
Yeah.
and I'm using a Sigma 35, and look how fast that thing is.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, I enjoy. In fact, I'll say this: being a Sony fanboy, I will say this: the body for the Nikon mirrorless cameras is way better than Sony. It feels beefier. It feels better in your hands. It feels more rugged. It feels like it's able to. Because like sometimes the Sony camera can feel a bit like a toy.
Yeah,
Like it's like like some if your kid's got like a hard plastic toy, you just like, damn, I know if that thing just hits the if that thing falls and hits the curb right, it's over for that thing. But like the Nikon body felt great, so I love that about it. And it produced amazing images. The high ISO capabilities were
yeah,
were
yeah,
great.
yeah. Well, that's what I
Um,
use.
I love that camera, and
This is what I use, the
the
C6 right now.
it's a
Oh, that's
sweet
a C7. Sorry, I
and the
didn't
F
have
to
that.
Z adapter is great for that thing, man. Like I didn't see any lag from using like a native Nikon f mount lenses. If you use the F to Z, it was for me, it was just as fast as, uh, probably not as fast as Z glass, but it was what do they call it? S lens
The
glass.
S
Yeah.
lenses, yeah.
But it was like the thing that I love the most about Sony is I could put the autofocus on continuous, and if like a bride and her dad are coming down the aisle and
Uh-huh.
I've locked in, I just hold the back button autofocus. Like
It just
it
works.
sticks. It just sticks the entire way. And
Come
I
on,
found
bro.
that like
Don't do this to me. Stop. Scott, don't do this
okay,
to me, man.
my bad. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, but
let
go
me
ahead. Go ahead.
let me
Just rub it in,
let
bro.
me
Just put.
let, let me stop. Let me stop. But yeah, shout out Sony.
All right, so are we gonna be looking at Sony produced photos, or are we gonna be looking at Nikon produced photos today?
It's gonna be
A
it's gonna be
mixture.
a mixed bag. Yeah, it's gonna be a mixture.
All right, so let's start looking. I do want to like run through our, what do you call this? I went through a meme first, kind of set
Mm.
us off and get us started. But let me um let me find.
You know I got my favorites locked and loaded
Yeah,
too.
I did. That other one that you put for the, was it for the cop car? What was it?
Oh, OJ?
Yeah, the OJ one. I'm sorry, not. Hold on,
That
give
well, I
me.
mean that one is so real. That one hits me so hard. The OJ one, when you see when you see OJ running from the cops, but all the cops are like, the bride and her family. Can I get some more sneak peeks? When the photo is gonna be like, it's so that one hit me so hard.
That was let me see. What's going on here? Oh, show more. I'm running a little bit with I'm running a little lag here behind. But let me see what we're talking about here. This is the one. This is the one. Continuous memes for tags. Let's see. Let's see what we're doing here. Instagram is just so slow on the.
Well, see, while that's loading, I'll just tell you, dude. The other one,
Yeah.
the snake, the python with his mouth full, bruh. That's
We're gonna
so.
talk about that because I know you're a wedding photographer, so that must ring so true. I know I've almost
Bruh,
choked on one time.
dude, I put biscuits in my pockets before because I knew I wasn't gonna get to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with
So
jelly.
this is
Okay,
this
here we
is
go.
the one.
Oh my god, just checking in, dude. No rush, but can you get me some? That that one when that one hits, and when you get that family or that bride that wants to hit you every few seconds.
Yeah.
Because I had that recently. So when I saw this the other day, I was just like,
Yeah, it was a repost from last year. This was favorite from last year too.
that one hit me so hard. I was laughing. Like, yeah, me and my friends, man, we share these back and forth
It's
because
hilarious.
they're so spot on.
And this was
Eh,
actually shared by another Me Photogs fan, which KT89. So it was not even mine. But, we've got to do our thing.
Yeah, that's me and the Bronco right there, dog. Pedal to the metal, trying to shake these cats.
Just try and give me a few minutes. Let me breathe. All
It
right,
don't
dude.
work.
So let's look at some of your work here. Under portfolio, correct? Some work under
Yeah.
work. All right, so let's look at this, man. I'm excited about this, dude. Your lighting is on point, man. Anybody watching today that have any questions or that is like a natural light photographer, we need to log on right now and begin to ask questions because Scott is letting himself be free today. We are not charging anybody. Well, at least he's not, and I'm not. But we are looking at his work. So where do you want to go first, bro?
Shoot. I mean, we could start with weddings there.
All right, let's start with weddings. All right, so let me know which one we wanna.
Uh,
Oh my goodness,
that
dude, This one?
Yeah, that Corvette. I mean, that was a fun one. So they had that
Okay,
was their
talk to us.
getaway car.
All right, talk to us about this. How do you stop this thing? Does it stop, or can I click on the? Can I click on the image? Is it a light box? One of those things? No.
It's not supposed to carousel, but
Oh, you know what? I move my mouse to go to another screen of mine so that I can work it, and it moves. I guess if your screen is not on it, or if you're.
oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna
I
keep
got
it.
you.
Go ahead, bro.
I'll cycle through that. Mad easy. You just expose for. I expose just
Well,
for the
firstly,
lights on the
what did you use when it comes to your gear?
So for that shot, that was the A7R3 and
So it's this one.
Yep, and the Sigma 85. Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about this. Is this your workhorse? Is that your go-to?
It's interesting. It is my workhorse, even though I have the A9, which is a more expensive body.
Right.
But I like. I know they say you shouldn't in weddings care about higher megapixels, but I enjoy the files that come off this camera.
Dude, that's 40. So you go full. You go the whole entire image. I mean, the whole entire megapixels.
Full.
Wow.
We blowing it out. Yeah, we blowing it out.
Do you do portrait work too? Do you do like not portrait as in like the camera work, but do you like set into canvas and things of that nature? Do you do that? Or are you one of those? Are you a photographer that delivers the images and allows your clients to do whatever it is they want to do with it?
No, so I do prints. I enjoy canvas prints. I really enjoy aluminum prints. I don't know if Amazon has aluminum prints or if they have any of that, but like Bay Photo, man, they're
Oh no,
aluminum
somebody's
prints.
saying they can't hear you. Huh.
You can hear me?
I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna go and let me return to live stream. They say they can't hear you.
Oh no,
That's no good either. Hold on,
not at all.
man. Yeah, because you are the man here, and so we need your audio up. Why wouldn't you be heard? It says I can't hear him.
Can anybody else hear?
Can somebody let us know if anybody else having issues? Because I hear you well.
Yeah, I'm gonna annoy my wife and tell her she can hear me.
Yeah, find out from her if she can hear us. I mean, your audio is up.
I had to pay her to watch this. I'm playing.
She's like, I'm not watching you. I already see you
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, she.
All
does-
right, so
she,
Brianna from Facebook is telling us she can hear us. We're looking to see if we are audible on Amazon. Brianna, I hate to ask people stuff, but I'm wondering if they could do us a solid. /memes for togs and kind of just check to see if we are audible on
Let's see. Hello,
on
I can hear.
Amazon.
Okay, Brianna.
Yeah, let me.
Hello, I can hear you guys fine. When I'm looking at that chat with the watchers, is that Amazon?
That is us on Facebook.
Okay.
So we have 4 watchers on Amazon right now, and outside of Juan, there's nobody else that says we can't hear you. Let me try this again. Okay, go ahead and speak, Scott, if you don't mind.
What's going on? What's cracking out there? Who all can hear us? Who can hear me?
Oh, Brianna is doing us a solid. Thank you so much, Brianna. I appreciate it big time.
Well, that must be your wife if she's out there doing some solid work.
That's no. Are you trying? Don't throw shade on your wife right now. I don't want to get in trouble by her.
Yeah, she gonna love this. I'm going to buy her a gift.
And it's weird because I can't. So let's see. What are we doing? Okay. I didn't hear him on Amazon either, which is odd because I hear you fine. Oh no. You're coming through. And oh no, this is not good. I'm wondering. Let me see what's going on with my settings. Audio output. Audio input here. I am going to default this. And let's see. Can you say something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're not coming through, bro.
I wonder why that'd be.
Oh man, all the fun we were having.
God.
Let's see.
Should I try something on my end? Or?
No. You're good. You're good right now. Advanced settings. No. Try it again.
Well, thank you, Brianna, for the recon work.
Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate it big time. All right, try that again.
Shout out, Brianna.
Now, we didn't have this issue.
The OG. I break everything, too. Don't feel that. You've tuned into the right place.
All right. Let me go, and I'm wondering if I can loop it back. Hold on. Nope. Cancel that. All right, try to speak.
What's going on?
There it is. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yep. I think we're good. How's that, Brianna? Can you hear him, rather? So tell me a little bit about this A7R. Yep.
So like you said, it's the A7R3 high megapixel beast. That many megapixels is definitely not needed for wedding photography, or because 24 megapixels,
Yeah.
you can print out a big ass print.
Thank you, Brianna. I appreciate it big time, man. Let me
Thank
check.
you, Brianna.
Yeah, we're gonna give you a big shout out on MFD over there.
If y'all see Brianna out tonight, send Shorty a drink.
That's right. So you're using this the now I'm like I said I am not a Sony photographer, Sony shooter, so I'm like very small amount of knowledge when it comes to Sony products.
Yeah.
All I know is to throw shade at them about their color science because there's nothing else to make fun of them for, and maybe feeling like a Fisher Price type of body, but that's about it. So go ahead, bro.
The colors messed me up when I first did the switch. It took me a hot
Wasn't it
minute.
a little neonish? Because I had a second shooter one time who shot Sony, and I really had a hard time trying to like make it look the same as my Nikon.
Yeah, it was definitely a little neon. Having to redo all my presets was a bit of a pain in the ass, but I think it took me about a month to finally truly get used to messing with the raw files.
Yeah, and so also you used, what did you use? The 85 you said?
Yeah, I used the 85, the Sigma 85.
Is it this one? Which one is it?
They made a new one. It's the 85 DGDN. I think it's the one on the far right.
The far
In that second row.
okay.
Yeah, there you go.
For a non-native
this is
lens, this is pretty good money, man.
Dude, it's half the size of their original 85 because they had to include an adapter to work with the Sony bodies, kind of built into the lens.
Yeah.
But this thing's a beast, and compared to the Sony 85G Master, this one's a lot sharper. Some will tell you that the G Master has more character, maybe a bit more bokeh lens flare in the glass.
Yeah.
They say you can make a lens too perfect to where you lose a lot of the character. I know the Nikon 85 and the 105 1.4s have some nice lens flare and really cool, like creative character to them. But I use this A7R3. I exposed for the ambient light. It was outside, so I was just trying to get the headlights a bit. And then on the inside, I have a Godox V860 Mark II with a Magmod grid and sphere down kind of by the gears, the gear shift, and aimed up at the couple.
Okay. So you're using Magmod products here, right?
For all of my flash, it's all Magmod.
So which one you're using now? On the Magmod? Can you see it? Oh no. Did your audio crap out again? Y'all, we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. You're back.
Let today be known as the day of technical difficulties.
We have got to hook you up, bro. This is it. This is the last time.
Okay,
this is the last
so
time
the
you're streaming,
flash-
and none of my friends.
Scroll down.
Yeah.
Well, the sphere is right there. It's right next to the box.
Yep.
Oh, wait. No, sorry. Now I see it. Far left on the bottom row where it says 35, that's the mag grip and the grid.
Yep.
And then I put a sphere on top of the grid.
Okay.
The grid.
So talk to me about, for those of the people that don't use off-camera lighting and don't know about this modifier, because this is my favorite modifier. Obviously, I was actually one of their Kickstarter people for the Magbox. So.
Oh wow, that's awesome. I like the grid. You can light your couple. It limits the light, but it doesn't limit it so much like a snoop where you're only going to hit one person.
Yeah.
So you can light a couple perfectly without having to worry about too much spill. I can't stand spill. It makes me feel like less of a professional if I'm spreading light everywhere.
No, you're right, man. I hate when I can't control light.
Yeah, it's the worst. So like the grid is probably the most used thing I have. But
are you a double stacker?
Oh yeah. I might have even triple stacked.
Yeah, for those that do not know what we're talking about, for those that are not familiar with Magmods are modifiers. They're magnet, and they use a grip, which you see here. This is the grip. You attach it to your speed light. Hold on. I don't think our audience can see it. Hold on. Let me raise it up a bit. All right. So with this grip, you put it on your speed light, and it just wraps around. It's hard, not hard, but it is a pretty tight rubber band, and it goes around your speed light, and it has a magnet right on the edges of it, and you could use a grid like this to funnel, so to speak, or focus the light. And when Scott and I are talking about double stacking it or triple stacking it, as he termed it, it is to put the light more into a focused area. They do have the snoot also that will do that, but it's a little bit more tricky, just because the snoot produces a very kind of like thin beam of light. But this you could stack up. The only issue is, what can you let them know what the issue is when it comes to stacking, Scott?
Well, obviously you're going to get a more focused beam, but you're going to lose power as well. So anytime you get to stacking, you might have to crank the power up a little more.
Yep.
Another thing I'll do is I'll stack a grid with the sphere.
Yeah, so let's go with that spear. Let's take a look at what the spear looks like, which is just like a little bulb over here. I should pull it out. I have it here. What am I doing? I am failing. I'm failing as a seller.
Don't do that. You never fail, friend.
Never. Hold on. I got it right here. Hold on. Yep.
Oh, is he taking the mask off?
You can't see the mask memer. Hold on. I hate this thing.
Yeah.
But let me see.
I'm
So echoey. Okay, let's see.
It's that 89.
Dude, you could definitely use that camera as your webcam. It's gonna be awesome, man. But yeah, so you're talking about the sphere. Yeah, go ahead, Scott. I'm just gonna be
That's how you know my man's been using it a lot. Y'all see that?
the
Got that yellow tinge.
Sorry.
That's when you know you're working with a professional photographer. If his mag sphere is yellow.
Do you ever use the bounce?
Never. I got it thinking I would end up using it for something, and never.
I got the whole suite.
Yeah. I think outside of I never use that one. But the snoot, I probably only use
the snoot. I mean, this is not the mag beam. This is the mag beam. Oh no!
Is it scratched up?
Oh no!
Is that a crack?
No light. Yeah, it cracked.
Oh snap!
Man. There's the snoot.
Oh.
Where Magmod? Where's the sponsoring for Magmod? Where are you as a sponsor? I gotta call. I gotta get Trevor.
Trevor, where you at, dog? We pushing Magmod heavy here for you.
That's right. That's
if you want that fine beam of light.
Yeah, that's a little different. Like, it is very challenging with the snoot. Just because, I mean, you can, and it's still the distance between what you're trying to light, and it's a pain sometimes. You know, you could do that and get a bit more wider of a light, but
I use the snoot mostly just for ring shots.
Yes.
If I'm trying to do something creative.
Do you have a ring shot that's on your work?
I know I have one on Instagram where I use the snoot. I'm not sure if I put it on my website.
Yeah, let me bring us back here so that Steve says audio is so echoey.
Sorry, Steve.
But you're using an earphone, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know why there would be echoey, but what did I just do? Okay, yeah. So go ahead. Let's just go through what you have here now. But yeah, the snoot is more for
fine beams. In fact, you can actually get away with using the beam up close to somebody to get a really narrow, fine beam of light. But typically, I only use the snoot for ring shots.
Look, I still have a gel on it because I was trying to do Esteban Gil type of shot. I don't know if you know.
I love him.
I thought he used this, but he's like, no, I have one of those long lights, those tube lighting. I was like, wow. That's the reason. You know the shot I'm talking about from Esteban, right? With that couple and that like light chopping them at the back end. It really looks hot.
I don't think I've seen that.
I gotta get Esteban in here, man. He's my dude.
Yeah, he's great. Man.
Yeah, I make fun of him all the time in his Facebook group. But yeah, go ahead. You were saying?
No, I use the snoot only for ring shots and stuff like that. But you could maybe if you wanted to get creative with an AD200, get some fun groom shots outside in daylight.
Yeah. All
I'm
right.
sure there's tons of other uses. But
So go ahead and tell us about this light, how you lit this one.
So that is with a Godox V860 Mark II with a grid and sphere combo aimed up towards the couple.
So you got a speed light, right?
Yep, that's a speed light.
Did we put that speed light here? Did you send that to me?
Yeah.
Did I think I put it up already?
There's the AD200.
Uh-huh.
It's about a third as powerful as that. The speed light. I mean, I typically use the AD200s for most of the stuff I'm doing.
Right.
But the speed lights are good if you need less power.
It's the Godox 860, right?
Yeah. V860.
Yes, I got several of those. 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Let's just put it up there. Yeah. This one, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, versatile, responsive.
Mm-hmm.
So so where did you put
in darker situations? That's where I use that, just because it's a third less powerful than AD200. So
makes sense.
I had that right below them by the emergency brake, just aimed up.
Okay. Very cool, man.
And with like every shot you do, when you look at it, you can go, I could have did something different.
What could you have done different?
I wouldn't have put the sphere on it. I would have just left just the grid.
So that there's less spill.
Yeah, on the right side, up at the top, and the left side, I feel like that could have cut out some of that.
How did you this light on the top of it? I don't know if you see it.
Yeah, the venue is off to the left.
Okay.
And there's a street light on the right. So some of that was lit by that lighting. I probably dodged and burned just a pinch. But that light was faintly there to begin with. And there was lots of different color of light sources here, so that's why I went black and white.
Oh, okay, to decrease the color noise, so to speak.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at your other work here, man. I'm loving it.
I appreciate it, man.
You want to continue someplace else? You want to talk about this one?
This is a light. This is a 2-light setup.
Okay.
Behind them is a AD200 with a mag sphere on it.
All right. So this
front lighting them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is another AD200 with a sphere on it.
Okay,
yeah,
so this baby.
That's the bad boy right there.
Dude, this is so awesome. Is this kind of like your go-to lighting? How do you light your receptions?
So I'll do that two different ways. For first dances, I might set up a perimeter of lighting.
3, 2? Which how many?
3, sometimes 4. It just depends on how big the dance floor is.
Okay.
And I do that because I've had weddings where I don't know where the first dances are going to end up. I've had some that go off that are choreographed around the reception room.
Yeah.
So for first dances, I'll leave more lights with a bit more power so that I can just move around the dance floor and get my composition how I want it and shoot it.
Yeah.
The rest of the evening during the reception, I go a little more dramatic. I'll typically have one light behind, backlighting everybody with a sphere, and then I'll walk around with a flash and a grid and use that as my front lighting.
So you would have the 4 up to 4 set up around the perimeter for your off camera, Are they
Yep.
all AD 8200s or are they like mixture?
Yeah, for receptions, I go all for 8200s.
Wow, that's good stuff, man.
But they're all at the weakest power, just so I can get the most out of the refresh rate.
And what do you use during the reception? Are you using also the seventh, the workhorse? Or are you doing the A9? Yeah. So you were saying again?
I'll use the A9 during the reception so I can crank the ISO a bit and have better low light performance.
What's the ISO max on this?
God, I don't think I've ever reached it. I might have gone to like 8,000. I don't go too much higher than that.
Right. That's what the great thing about off-camera light photographers is that we don't have to push our sensors to such high demands of their ISO level that in reality we could probably use one that has only 6,000 and would be good.
For sure. I think I shot a reception the other day in the church where they wouldn't allow lighting, obviously, and I think it was an ISO 4,000.
Yeah.
Might be some of the highest I've been at this year.
Yeah. Does it introduce noise at that high or no? Because you haven't used it like that.
It's the A9 doesn't produce much noise.
Okay.
The A7R3 produces hella noise.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, when you're using the A9, are you using the eyepiece?
Put my eye in the eyepiece. Even if I like, they'll tell you the benefit of the monitor being able to fold out, so you can get low without having to lay down.
Right.
You don't still lay down and put my eye in the eyepiece. I don't know why.
Because you're strange.
That's it.
Because you like to be in pain.
I like to dirty my clothes.
That's right. You want to look like you worked that day.
That's it. I want the people at the reception to be like, look at him. He's going the extra
That's right.
He didn't need to, but look at him.
Dude, I've been there where I'm like sliding through the dance floor to get to the other shot. Like, come on, that's dramatics.
I will do that quite a bit, especially like toe shots. I'll lay down on my back and shoot up, and you hear the audience. Look at him just going to extra mile. And then
I have to be honest, man. When I do use like the reticular lens, when it comes out, I do feel like I'm cheating.
It just feels weird to me. I don't know if it's. I haven't shot like that for so long that it doesn't come as natural.
So you have two lights here as the front light on camera right here, or are you using off-camera lighting at this point?
It's off. I typically never have a flash on my camera, but I'll move either a small stand around with me if I want a front light, or I'll just hold it. I'll hold it with the grid and just aim it where I want, and then hold the camera in my other hand.
Yeah. So what can you tell us a little bit for those that are watching and wanted to know what was your approach? What are you thinking? Because I know you have them backlit. So you're intentional, obviously, about what's happening here. So let us know what's happening when you're shooting this cake cutting, what it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, if you backlight, you can get some good rim light around the hair. You can separate them from the background. So I typically am always trying to backlight, especially at receptions, cake cutting, speeches. So I'm very intentional when I set up the lights after I've seen the cake cutting area or where they're going to be doing speeches to make sure I set my flashes where I want them. And then to front light them, I just keep it easy. If I can have a stand next to me to front light where I'm standing, I'll do it.
Are you using a stand here?
Right there, I was using a stand. Yeah.
Okay. Did you bring the stand with you at this point? Obviously, you knew that it was coming, and so you had already set it up.
Yeah, I mean, in weddings, if you just pay attention to the work in concert with the DJ, so as soon as you know when they're going to be doing the cake cutting, you can start setting your stuff up and getting ready for those shots.
Yeah, so if I'm a beginner photographer. I didn't know what was happening. Some of the things that you could tell me I need to do in order for me to prepare for this shot is what? Or are what?
The first thing I would tell any photographer if you're going to use some flash is get the ambient how you want it to begin with, whether it's outside or inside. For this, I just wanted some of the bokeh in the background to show up. For me, and a lot of this stuff is you have to do fairly quickly.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I always know I want a backlight. I never want it directly behind them. Because if they move and I'm aimed straight down the barrel at them and the light's just popping straight back into the camera, that can blind us out a bit. So I typically have it off to the side somewhere.
Okay.
And then front lighting with the sphere or a grid sphere combo, I just raise it up, angle it down a bit, just make sure it's going to hit them both.
Very cool. So let's take a look at the other ones. Says you want to talk about this a little bit?
Yeah, those are fun. I mean, that's
yeah.
You can just hand the flash to a couple and say, aim it against the wall and get a.
Now this is a wide angle lens. Are you using the 14-24 here?
No, I'm actually using the Sigma 35 right there.
So
I'm
this
just
one.
backed up quite a bit. Yeah, that's the one. I was backed up quite a bit. I think I was using the A9 there as well.
Okay. So give us a thought about this lens, because that's what I'm using right now.
I love the Sigma 35 art. I think Sigma is going to do the same thing to this lens that they did with the 85, the 85 DGDN, and that back portion of the lens that you're seeing there. Yeah, it's really just the converter to Sony. They're making a new one where that's going to be thought off a bit. So you're going to look at a smaller 35-1.4.
Oh wow!
And but that's probably my favorite everyday lens.
Yeah,
because you can get tight for some great portraits and blur out the background if you want.
Right.
And it's still wide enough to take in a lot of scenes.
And talk about your lighting here. You're using a speed light here with a gel, or is just
yeah. That's the 8200 right there at the lowest power with the mag gel on it. I think it's just the full CTO gel to make it really warm.
I got all these gels here.
Oh snap! He pulled out the wallet.
Oh no, bro!
He about to make it rain gels in there. And how great is that wallet, dude?
Dude, it's so awesome.
I love that wallet.
You know, it makes me feel legit.
It
makes me feel like, although having a messy luggage kind of makes me feel like a real working photographer. But when I first pick it up and it's like all nicely packed in there, I'm like, actually we have it here. You
got your patterns. You can put everything in there.
Yeah. We do have that here. We have there it is. There's the pot. Now this is just the wallet though. So don't y'all don't get too excited about the $30 price tag here, because it is not $30, y'all.
You still got to get all the gels and the patterns.
Now, do you use the mag box at all?
Yeah, I really love the mag box. It comes with the mag shoe. And God,
this is it. The mag grip, the mag shoe, the mag. Oh man, what was that?
Yeah, what's the one that holds the two lights?
The mag ring.
Okay, the mag ring.
Yes.
Because that with two 8200s means you can shoot in terrible light. Outside, super bright light. You slap two 8200s in there.
Do you have a picture here where you used it? Whoa, this is good, Scott.
That picture right there.
This is amazing, dude.
Thanks, man. That's the mag box with one 8200 in it and the fabric diffuser. Now this is when I shot Nikon, so that was taken with the Z6.
Okay.
And the Nikon 105 1.4 lens.
Whoop! I love it. You know what I have? I have the Sigma 105 1.4.
I'll probably be getting that next.
Yeah, for those of you that are maybe wondering what we're talking about, because I'm not sure if pro photographers are watching us. I know in MFT there's a lot of pros there, so they're probably laughing at us. But for those of you that may not know what we're talking about, well, let me show you a little bit from my gear, because that's what I use, the Z6. And I'll put it on Scott's gear too, even though he doesn't use it, because whatever you guys buy from Amazon, Scott and I, we split it. So I want to make sure that he gets credit for anything that's bought right now, even if it's a gear I use. Because that's what we're wanting to do. We want to raise all boats, right, Scott?
I like that random gift ideas. You had some whiskey
Yeah,
bottles
dude.
there.
I got. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's we're not going discount. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna have kind of like a gifter come in, and we're gonna talk about gifts that photographers can give to their clients, or clients can give to their photographers.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and also I'm gonna have my brother-in-law, who was featured at Men's Health, and we're gonna talk about a little bit of gear for workout and how to be a better photographer in the sense of how you treat your body, because you know all about that, Scott. You're about that
I'm
life.
not tuned into that. I didn't gain that pandemic 40.
Where's my Sigma 105? I didn't even put it out there. Fail.
Is that your Z6?
No. You know what it is?
Right
This is
below?
for new photographers. That's what it was. Not on what I use. Let's see if it comes up. Okay, yeah. So I use this puppy, man. I love this 105. Oh my gosh. This is like, if I could shoot everything with this lens,
Yeah.
that's what I would. If it had enough space for me to walk, to step back. I've shot in entrances with this. It's just funny though.
It's the best. I think 105 is the best focal length, man. For like portrait work,
So
dude,
delicious.
I love that. Focalicious.
And it's not it. I mean, it has kind of like I was telling Laura last week that it's like the little brother of the 202, the way it treats the separation. At 1.4, and this focal length is just amazing. And so you were using your C6, you said.
Yeah, the Z6 and the Nikon 105.
Oh, that's the
But
C5.
I think I'm getting the Sigma 105 for Sony at some point.
Yeah, dude, it's just so beautiful, man.
105's that.
Yeah,
The ergonomics of the Z bodies is so much better than the Sony's, though. I still miss my two little function buttons right there.
right,
At the opening.
right there, right on your fingertips, right on your ring finger and your index finger. All right, let's talk some more. So tell us about this shot again, because this is it's beautifully done, man. The ambient light is just perfect. The way you lit it, it's just amazing. The way you pose them is just fantastic. So classic. Are they hanging this in their home?
I hope so.
I sure hope so, man.
So that was the Z6, the 105. The mag box is inside to the left. The 45-degree angle.
Yeah, right here.
Yep. So I exposed for the ambient light behind them. And with the mag box or any lighting, when I'm shooting a couple, I put the light on the opposite side of where the girl's face is. Yeah. And then angle it down towards her nose.
That's a pro tip, y'all. That's a pro tip. If you don't know, now you know.
You know where I learned that?
Brianna said, wide frame the backlight flash in the shot, not try to hide it so you don't have that light right there.
I actually didn't backlight them.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's talking about that little light right there. I think that's from the that's actually
The little light up.
No, she's talking about right behind the bride.
I can't see that. Oh, that's sorry. You see the doors behind them?
Yep.
That's coming from.
She's trying to say
Another
that
room.
wasn't a perfect shot, Scott. That's what she's trying to say.
Thank you, Brianna. God bless you. If you see Brianna out later,
No. Okay. That's not what she's talking about.
I'm playing.
She says previous pic. This is memes for togs, bro. So we're gonna roast some people, right? We're not. And Scott reads my Sony memes, so he hasn't left the group yet. So he's not. He's definitely thick skinned.
But you go after all
That's
parties.
right. So is this what you're talking about, Brianna? Oh, no. She's talking about this. How come, why frame the backlight flash in the shot and try not to hide it? So how come you didn't go lower to try to hide that flash or maybe move it?
So one thing I will say, especially doing weddings, is sometimes you're going to get a great shot that's not perfect because it's all like if this was a portrait shoot and I had time and I'm not walking around trying to get all the angles, then I'll take better care and try to. But when you quickly set up things and you're walking around shooting, when you're not really the quarterback of how things are going down,
Yeah.
sometimes that stuff. I could remove that in post,
Yeah.
but
I mean, I
I
like
guess
it.
for me it didn't bother me much.
It didn't bother me either. What kind of bothered me a little bit is the shadow of the glass on his face. Does that bother you a little bit, Scott?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me.
Yeah, I know. Like, let's not keep looking. Let's continue moving.
You know what's funny is I didn't notice that when I edited it.
And now you're like, Lemuel, I hate you.
And now I can't stop looking at it. Yeah.
I hate you, bro. That was the first thing I saw. I was like, oh no, the shadow. Now that's a memeable one. That is a memeable one. Not this, but the fact that when somebody else tells you something you didn't see, and now you're like, I used to love that shot. Thanks a lot.
No, it's but it's weird that I never noticed it until right now,
bro. And you know what's funny? Sometimes my wife shows me stuff, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Why? Okay, so I see a little. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I had a shot similar to that one before where they're blasting light to make a silhouette.
Uh huh.
And the way the guy was holding it, it looked like it was his piece. And I didn't register to me, and my wife was like, "It looks like he's got a raging heart on." I was like, "What?" Like I never saw it.
All right, Brianna says, "I don't do portraits. Weddings, so good to know. If I do them in the future, I'm a landscape, wildlife, Native American photographer." All right. Well, thank you for that.
A drink if you're out tonight.
We're removing that drink. Yeah, but the Native American photographer, that's interesting.
That is interesting.
That is interesting. Wow. Is that really a genre, Brianna? Huh, that would be a cool discussion to have.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want us to tell? You want to tell everybody about this shot? I really love this shot. If this was me I would have that.
It's one of my favorites. It's just like I love the outside of that.
Brianna says it is now.
All the greenery.
Yeah, dude. Now there's a little lens flare that I see. Was that intentional, or was that just something from your lens that you were using?
Towards the bottom.
Yes, sir.
So I was where I was shooting was on the other side of some bushes.
Okay.
And I guess it just didn't bother me enough, so I just left it.
No, I love it. I think it adds to it, especially that there's greenery on it.
Yeah.
I love it. How about that light behind her? Was that intentional that you didn't frame them over that light? You wanted that to sneak out a little bit? I mean, it adds to the color palette of the photo.
So that was there was stuff going on behind them, and there's a big room and the double doors open. So it's just one of those things that while I'm shooting, I'm just looking at them and I'm like, wow, everything's framed right. I love it.
Yep.
I could probably deal with that in post.
Yeah. Because I didn't see it until Brianna kind of talked about the other, and then I thought, oh, maybe that's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
It's a good point, Brianna. But man, I love it. I love the browns. I love the way the ambient is hitting the doors. Now, what time of the day was this?
This was like right after golden hour.
Dude.
So on the outside, it's starting to get a little dark.
Yeah. Well, perfect balance, brother.
Appreciate it, man. That was fun.
Do you know what? I want to talk about that range shot. Do you have it here?
Yeah, that one should be up there. God, I'd be an idiot if it wasn't.
Dude, oh man.
I've been accused of being an idiot before, so I wouldn't be shocked.
Wait, I love this. Is this natural light, or are you like tricking us?
That's all natty light. And that was with the D6 and the Nikon 105 1.4.
A D6.
I mean a Z6.
A Z6. And the what? The 105?
The 105.
Ah, that's
anytime you can get couples to get in the water and have some fun, dude, the pictures just hit different.
I love it. It's just so beautiful, man. So good. And what time of the day was this shot?
This was right around golden hour.
Can you share a little bit why that question is pertinent?
Why? What time of day?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I hope I have the right answer. It depends on
it's not a quiz.
the quality of the light that you're going to get is the result of what time of day you're shooting at. So, like, this was right after the ceremony. This is bride and groom time. It might not be completely golden hour. We were surrounded by trees kind of in this stream.
Yeah.
So that was blocking out
some of the light. Yeah.
Some of the light. So I did have to deal with some green color cast being put on them.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing you can't correct with a raw file.
Yeah, because it looks like it was shot in the shade, which was fantastic. Can we share a little bit for the beginners that maybe don't know the understanding of why that's important also when it comes to treating a photo and the light that you're trying to produce, especially for a person like yourself who probably, you're at an incredible level, but like for me, I'm always carrying my light, I'm always wanting to light my stuff. But this one is like perfect without it. Why?
Yeah. So one thing I struggle with the most, but before I get to that, I guess I'll answer this. Shooting in the shade, shooting at golden hour, shooting during overcast, you get beautiful, soft light.
Yeah.
Which looks better on the skin.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to make your job in post a hell of a lot easier to deal with. Don't get me wrong, you can have some fun in harsh light with some shadows, try to get some edginess and contrast.
Yeah.
But generally for portraits, the softer the light, the better the image is going to look on them and their skin.
Yeah.
Now I do struggle because I've gotten so hooked to playing around with off-camera flash that I have sometimes forced using off-camera flash when it wasn't necessary.
Yeah. That's the issue with off-camera flash photographers.
Dude, I'll come home later and I'm like,
why did I do that?
It was overcast. What the hell was I doing? Like, that wasn't... My wife will tell me that all the time because she used to shoot with me in the early days. She'd be like, this is your problem. You get so fixated on using your flash.
This is recorded, right? Your wife is going to be like, that's how I sound, honey? Is that the way I sound?
There's not a chance in hell she's going to watch it. She's got, Bridgerton and all these other shows that she's watching. So
she's like my wife.
She's busy.
So this is just plain C6 and 105 1.4. Fantastic.
That's it.
Yeah. Now this is more compositional, really quality type of shooting. And I'm not sure. I mean, I guess you could cover it because this is more of like photography eye. There is light there, right?
Yeah. I when I'm going around for receptions, I set up light to where the subjects will be hit and be fully lit, and then I get to walk around. And I like to get low to tables. I like to have champagne glasses and flutes in the foreground.
Yeah.
Maybe to give some cool bokeh, and then I like to shoot through stuff instead of just straight on shooting of like speeches.
Yeah.
I try to get creative and just get under and around things.
Yeah, very nice, man. And this is your 4 or 3 light setup?
Yeah. This is actually this is a 2 light setup.
Okay. Well balanced again, man. I love it.
Appreciate it.
Because sometimes it can get hot.
Oh, it's hot. That's just natural light.
Natural light. All right. Here's some fun stuff. This is one of those things that new photographers are like, how'd you do that? Tell us.
Yeah.
So is wide angle? Are you using a wide angle? When I do these shots, I do wide angles with them.
This was the 12 to 14.
Let's like a look at that.
And that's the Sigma. All of my reception lighting during the dances is all wide angle. And I get as close to the action as I can.
It's this one, right?
I love that one. That lens is so dope. It's so versatile. And
right,
to get that effect on that shot, this is it's funny. We were talking about TNK photography the other day.
Yeah, that's. I know them. I don't know them personally. Well, I forgot his name.
Elmer.
Yeah, I know them through a minister that I know, and he takes their family photos, also their church photos. So it was very interesting that you actually. Now you're from North Carolina, and he lives in San Diego. No, how'd you guys get connected like that?
Yeah, he's had it. So like, I learned everything I know from YouTube University, and he was one of the first photographers I found on YouTube when I was researching MagMod. So I know he's done a lot of stuff in MagMod. Yeah, he took that one. We were up there in New York City to shoot a wedding together. And so he used to have all sorts of tutorials on YouTube, how-tos and stuff. So like,
he's very heavy on social media.
He's great. And we got connected, and this was at a wedding. And he showed me how to do the stuff with the slow shutter. Hit them with some hot flash to freeze them.
Yep.
And then just focus and move your camera as you hit the shutter to get the blur.
Yeah, what was the shutter speed on this one?
It was probably, I think it was 1/15.
And then of course did you have your handheld flash on it and your grid?
This was handheld. So like in big reception halls like this, where there's tons of people everywhere, and they already had great uplighting.
Yeah.
So you can see in the back with the orange and the pinks. The venue had amazing uplighting, so I didn't worry too much about putting backlit flash everywhere.
Yeah.
I just held my flash with the grid and went around.
Now, how tall are you? Because I'm 5'4", and it becomes very hard for me to do that.
It is a beast. I'm 5'8".
Yeah, all right.
So you have a little bit of height. Fully extended.
Yeah, because you don't want the light coming at them square, or worse, from below.
Always up as high as I can, angled down towards their face.
Yeah. You know what? Talking about that, man, because I know you're saying you jump around and you do all these type of beastly work. Now, when you are working, there's some accessories that you are wearing, right? Ancillary stuff you're wearing. And let's talk about your moneymaker.
Oh, I love that thing.
I'm a dual holster myself guy.
Oh, so you have the holsters on your
it's
your
like
belt?
the faux spider.
Okay.
I didn't want to afford the spider, so I got an Amazon 2-bit faux spider, which was I have to make sure that it doesn't open up when I'm running. But go ahead and talk about this a little bit.
Who has the holsters? Who says it's better on his back?
Yeah,
So
because the hip
it
it picks up, it puts the weight on your hip, and instead of your shoulders or your back. Again, the only issue I have with that is sometimes when you're running, and I don't know if it's just because I'm using a 2-bit mock-up of a real spider, the spider holster, but sometimes it can open up, but that's I try to run as as slowly as I can, which sometimes doesn't work. But
I like these because of how they've made the moneymaker strap to be able to work with everything else they have. So I have a bag that'll like hang off the back of the moneymaker during ceremonies. So I have my 2 cameras. Yeah, that'll have my lenses if I need to reach back and grab. I do love the owner. Like he's been creating like Star Wars straps.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's got a Mando strap. He's got a Han Solo strap. Like the customization that you can do to these things is pretty cool. Plus, they look sharp.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you're right when your friend told you about the holster being a lot more easy on the back than this, because it does provide the hip. But I haven't used this. The only thing that's resembled would be the usual strap. And you already know, if you've been following Memes for Togs, that I make fun of the strap. So definitely when I see the strap, I'm like, no, photographer. I'm sorry. Fall photography. I'm sorry.
Man, see, I got the strap and the Sony. So
no, we're talking about like your regular strap, like.
Oh, okay.
Like it says Nikon on it or Sony on it.
Oh.
The moneymaker is like, okay, this guy, at least.
Those straps should be set on fire. Don't put those in the boxes anymore.
Not for a pro level type of gear. Create something. Do something. Put a leather strap in there if you're gonna put a strap.
Leave those for the point and shoot cameras.
That's right.
But I love the moneymaker stuff. I didn't know they had them on Amazon. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they had a ton, and I kind of just chose one for you. I don't know if this is the one that you use, actually.
They're all great. So, I mean, if you're...
This is a little slimmer, a little thinner on the belt, right? This looks a little thinner.
They do have the skinny one, which my big ass, I obviously don't use that. I get it as big as I can.
Brianna says, I give them away. I love my black rapid sling. Oh, black.
I mean, she's better than me. I just throw them straight in the trash. So the fact that she's giving them to somebody, that's nice.
It's one of those things where you're like, if I don't use it, I won't let my friends use it. So Brianna is actually a bad friend. Brianna, you're a terrible friend.
How dare you, Brianna?
I know. But I have to say, I've kept them in there just because for some fear that I shouldn't have. I'm like, what happens if the worst thing can happen? I at least could tie my cameras with these and look a little decent. Brianna said, no.
Truthfully, I keep them in case I end up returning something, and they're like, "Hey, where'd our cheap ass strap go?
Yeah, exactly.
We're not accepting your return now."
What else? Do you also wear? One of the things that we do here in Memes, obviously, is not only like look at what you're using to take photos, but what are some of the things to make it easier for you? And I know you say you use Van shoes.
Yeah, so I wear on a wedding day. I wear all black, everything, just to try to not stand out. And I'm very active on a wedding day, so I'm squatting down, I'm on the ground, I'm climbing on things. So I try to wear stuff that's going to be durable and give me the comfort. I'm not a wear a three-piece suit with a bow tie on the wedding day wedding photographer. I would rip it. I feel I'm like a Chris Farley kind of build. I would tear that.
You don't look it though, bro. You look like a well-stocked dude.
No, it's
a facade
underneath this hoodie. Yeah,
that's why you're wearing the hoodie, not to rock the Sony Alpha gear, but just to cover yourself from everybody.
Just to cover up the man boobs, man. I was like, I got to put something on. Yeah, so I go for all black, be hidden, but comfortable.
Now, what is strange to me is when I asked you for your gear, for some of your clothes, you mentioned socks, which was weird to me. I'm like, why are you mentioning socks?
Oh, dude. Stance socks, they're so much fun. They have patterns for everything. Like for Christmas, I have the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation socks.
I saw that. Yeah.
The Grinch, like I have a. That's one thing. You mentioned gifts. I have a lot of my couples gift me socks before the wedding days.
Really? Do they know you, or is that?
It's on my Insta stories. I talk about them all the time.
Okay.
Like people are curious.
I got to put that in the gift category then.
Oh yeah,
that's a good idea.
What pair are you wearing today for today's wedding? Like I'll get those DMs and just because I talk about them a lot, I guess.
Oh man, so is it like a comfort thing, or is just the way it's looking?
They're very good. They're very comfortable socks, but like I just like the. I'm still like a little kid, so like having Will Ferrell on some elf socks at a Christmas wedding, like it's just me.
But dude, that's good, man. You got to show your couples that you do have a character, and that you're just not there just to kind. I mean, I guess I could phrase it as a question. What do you kind of present to your couples, the personality that you have? You know, like. Is that part of your sales technique or part of your package technique? Is this you're gonna get a photographer that is fun-loving, but also is a killer tog?
Yeah. So like, if they've already found me, I feel like they already know my work is clean, and I'm gonna come in there and we're gonna cook. But as far as my personality, I use my Instagram stories as a vehicle to show people who I am, my everyday life, messing around with my kids. I'm a goofball. When I talk to my couples, I make sure I say that your wedding day is supposed to be fun.
Yes.
It's supposed to be a blast. We're supposed to have an effing ball.
Yeah.
Like you, there's too many times you'll see
Thanks for that
brides and
censorship.
people
Thank you.
You're welcome. It was about to roll off the tongue.
You were like, oh no.
But brides and grooms, they get too stressed out on wedding days, and they forget that today's a celebration of our love for each other. It's supposed to be fun. Like we don't have to be stressed out all day.
Yeah.
So I try to tell them that that's the energy I'm coming in. I'm going to bring that vibe, and we're going to have fun. If you get stressed out or you need something, come talk to me, and we'll take care of it.
Very cool. Now, this is the photo that you sent to me when I asked if anybody want to join me on these lives. Send your most favorite photo, and we'll ask the community if they want to see you. And the community resoundingly said yes, which is gutsy for me when photographers kind of like send their photos and be like, let the photography community judge whether or not you should come up here. I had one of the guys sent one, and he just DM'd me and be like, I'm dropping out, man. People just put no. I was like, no, dude, I'm so sorry, bro.
It's intimidating, yeah. Especially with your following. You got a big following.
And most of them are pros. Most of you guys are pro, obviously, because I don't think there's like beginning photographers that would find it too funny. But although I do have my daughter's friend follows me from high school, and he thinks I'm hilarious. So he understands that, which is a good sign for me that my humor translates. But
a lot
of us
memes have me spitting out liquid. Like if I see one and I'm not ready, it's going somewhere.
I love it. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that.
I
But
love
let's
it.
talk about this, bro. So this is fantastic. Thank God for the rain. Or is this a fake rain?
That's all rain. It was a downpour like no other, man.
Wow.
So my how I do rain shots, I've got it varies sometimes, but I've seemed to find a particular setup I like the best. So it's a 2 light setup.
This is a 2 light setup.
Yeah.
1 4 underneath. Oh, you explain it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to tell
you're good.
your story, but
So it's two 180, 200, and a V860.
okay. So the flashes that we already showed earlier, which is this one. Let me make sure it comes up. Oh, hold on. Let's make sure that it comes up, so that people can know exactly what to purchase. If they want to be like Scott, there it is. Okay, there it is. This one.
Yeah.
And then we just put the V860. You're using a trigger for this, right? I'm sorry to kind of go back and forth. Is this the trigger we're talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm sorry. This is the mag box, which is awesome. It's weird to kind of go off on a tangent a little bit because I forgoed my what do you call that? What is that? That softbox, the portable softbox. I forget the blue one. What is it?
Westcott?
I think so. The Westcott.
They have a blue logo on the side.
Yeah. So I forgot it to go with my mag spheres and all of that stuff. But when Magbox came out, I was like, I'm getting that. But okay, so you're triggering it with this.
Yeah. Both flashes.
How many of these triggers you have?
I have two. They have other triggers, but this is the only one that I can put my Insta360 camera in the top in the shoe.
Don't let me forget that, man, because I want to talk to you a little bit about that. I know we're coming into an hour and a half now, and I don't want to eat up all your time, although I could probably talk to you for another 3 hours, but I won't do that.
Heck yeah.
So go ahead, bro.
Okay, so with that trigger, with the Sony A9, the Sigma 35, 1.4 at 1.4. So 2 lights. One light.
This is at 1.4.
Yeah.
Very nice, man.
The speed light is used to light the couple.
Are they holding it?
You can find. No, so it's actually on the ground on a stand aimed straight up with a mag grid. And you can find any umbrella that has a white bottom.
Okay.
And all that light is doing is hitting the white and
giving them
softly.
The
yeah. And then the other light is behind them with the mag sphere.
How far?
Probably about 12 to 15 feet.
Bro, you're giving a clinic right now, man.
What's so funny about this setup is it's so easy to do, and it produces just amazing results. It's not that hard. And I just cover my lights with Ziploc bags.
Yep, I have that on my list too over there.
And the flash behind them is what freezes the rain.
So 12 feet, full power, half power. What are you doing with your light power?
They're all pretty low. I want to say because this shot was done in pitch black night.
Okay, so it had to be a little low, yeah.
Yeah, especially the one lighting them. I think that one's at the lowest power on the V862, and the 8200 I think is 1/64.
Man, and how far are you from the shot? Did you crop this in post or?
No, it's not cropped. I think I might be maybe 15 feet away.
Okay.
And one thing I will say, I had an assistant with me. If you're going to do nighttime shots, always have somebody ready to maybe shine their iPhone light at your couple, because
Pro
sometimes
tip.
no matter who I've ever shot with, in pitch black, it's a mother to get a hold of focus in pitch black. So to have somebody hold a light on them just
So
for a
is somebody
second,
like holding a light on them now, a flashlight, or what with their phone,
So-
or what?
he held a light on him. I locked focus and he turned his iPhone off.
Okay.
It was an iPhone
Did he?
flashlight
Was he
that
also
was-
using an umbrella, or
So
or do
he
you
was
mistreat
standing-
your assistant?
He was standing right behind me with an umbrella for both of us,
Oh, very
and
good.
he hit him with his flashlight.
Wow, this is good stuff. So your thought process behind it. I know you just said about the bounce of light to the couple from the umbrella.
Yeah, my number one. The first thing I want to do is just freeze the rain and make it look cool. And you can do a shot like this without lighting them and create a cool silhouette shot, depending on how hard it's raining. And I've done those, but then it's like take it another step, add another flash, and light them softly with an umbrella that has a white underbelly. And you can get umbrellas like that anywhere for like 10, 12 bucks.
Yeah. Is this your umbrella?
Yeah, just a.
Oh, so
a
you
cheap
bring
one I ordered.
kind of like props, quote unquote.
Oh, dude, I bring everything. Like, even if the weather says it's going to be good, my Jeep always has umbrellas and everything in it, because you never know what's going to happen.
And this is amazing, and I appreciate you sharing this, man. I hope the community
Thanks,
is
man.
appreciating also. We'll certainly put it together and put it on our Memes for Togs on YouTube. If you don't mind that, we could have it there so you can share it
Absolutely.
with people. And like if you want to get the recording itself so that you can chop it up and do whatever it is that you want to do with it, you're welcome to. We welcome to do that. And a lot of this is technique and obviously. So, when it comes to gear and kind of usage of light, man, it's amazing. Is there anything that you want to share? Any other photo that you want to share?
Thanks, but no, I'm good. Like the thing we touched on for a sec. Like I use, if you ever want to do behind the scenes footage, like people have GoPros and stuff like that, but I love using.
Oh yeah.
Insta360.
Yeah, please let's do that, because, is this it? Are these the ones you were talking about? Because I wasn't too sure. I've never actually heard of
It's the one in the middle. I don't know why that's $800 unless that's one of the buy two bundles.
Nope.
There's no way that thing's $800.
Maybe when you bought it, it was still new, and now people want it. There's only two left in stock, so.
Oh, look, y'all better get going. Y'all better get going.
Now, why this and not GoPro?
I like the way. I actually like the software it comes with that lets you stitch stuff together. It's got like a lot of really cool features, like the tiny world. It's going to be hard for me to describe. If y'all go to their website, and you can kind of see all the functions.
Do you have one? Do you have one on your? I'm wondering if I could find you. Hold on, let me see.
So I have this guy. Now they just created a new one that is the 1X2 that is waterproof up to 35 feet, I think.
I'm just looking to see
And
if
it's
you
got a
have any
selfie
of it.
screen.
Any of it here?
Like in those behind the scenes shoots at the top, the story kind of compilations. Maybe the one on the far left.
I'm just letting the
BTS shoot.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it'll be in that one. Oh, look at that. Wait, go to the next one.
Y'all follow Scott. Easy to follow him. the world, bro? What is happening here, man?
Yo, that's in the South.
That stuff was packed in boxes. Daddy had to do work with that dress.
Yeah, it's in the South in an attic of the cabin at like 100-degree heat. It was a mess.
Oh my goodness, this is hilarious, dude.
Now these stories could keep you busy for a while.
Yeah, look there it is where you're sitting down, actually looking like you're doing some work. Now those are not Vans. What's going on, man? You traded the Vans for something else?
That was early doors before I came to the light.
Came to the light. All right,
I don't
so let
think
me see
any
your
Insta stories in this here.
Okay, so let's see.
I think if the far left up top.
This one, or this BTS.
Yeah, I think I'm using some of that.
Let's take a look.
Somewhere in here.
Are you actually representing any other any company? Are you a ambassador for some companies?
I was representing Tamron for a while. But that was when I used a lot of Zooms.
This is probably what you're using, right? This one?
Yeah, that's Insta360.
Let me see. Let me erase it up. So this is actually, you're not using this to photograph your couples at all?
No.
This is just for all behind the scenes.
Yeah, I have a YouTube page, so anytime I do behind the scenes videos and stuff, this is riding on top of my camera.
I got you. Okay. Yeah, man, I'd love to see, like, are you doing any teaching on your YouTube site or YouTube channel?
I show how I get certain shots and stuff like that in every BTS video.
Very cool. Very nice. Yeah, man. Yeah, so you were saying, I wanted to show everybody your other favorite meme. Let's see. I don't know how to.
One of them was the anaconda stuffing its mouth.
Yeah, I don't know how to use Instagram on browser. I'm thinking it's the same as any type of website, but here you go. There it is. There it is.
That is so cool, dude.
Yo.
When you shoot in a wedding and they give you that vendor meal and tell you got 20-25 to knock it out, that's you.
Oh, that's me.
You gotta put it down quick.
Yeah, I've almost choked and so because I do a lot of, well, I used to do a lot of second shooting gigs. So I would like, my primary would be like, take some photos on cocktail hour. I'm like, all right. So I'm going along and I'm taking photos and stuff in my mouth. And then they'll be like, we need you here. Like,
yeah. It's dangerous. Somebody gonna choke one day.
This is real life, y'all. Real life. If you've ever worked at a wedding or an event where it's like time is against you and there's no time to sit down and no time to eat, and they tell you, we got cocktail hour, and that waitress or that server passes you by and you're looking at it and you're just like, I need to stuff myself with something.
You clean off their tray as fast as you can. It's so real.
Oh, man, this has been fun, Scott. I appreciate your time, man.
Thanks, man. I'll be looking out for the tutorial on how to hook up my lighting here for videos.
Yeah, I've got to really kind of help out. And for everybody, also, this merch is at merchfortogs.com. So support your boy. We're trying to do I'm telling you, it's really good quality. This is not one of those shabby quality. So it's a little bit on the photographer side, the gear side of money, but you could probably tax right off this jam. Because
I'm gonna pick one up.
Yeah, man, just buy it up and get some taxes written off.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, man, that's what you got to do. So, tell me a little bit, just for the closing. Is there anything that you want to share? I know we already ran through your website, ScottStockton.com, ScottStocktonPhotography.com. IG is the same.
Yeah, IG's the same. My YouTube channel's the same. If you wanna give me a follow on Instagram and watch the stories, I'm always posting behind the scenes shoots there and just other fun shenanigans that's going on.
And as always, guys, if you want to see more of his work, you can actually see his website. If you want to look through his gear again, he has his own gear list at Amazon.com/shop/memes photogs. So he has his own gear list. And like Scott mentioned, I do have my live streaming arsenal up there also, so you can know what I'm using. And I'm using eCam right now also for my streaming software. And Scott, man, this has been fun, dude. I appreciate your time again, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me on. This was a blast.
Well, don't go anywhere. Let me close this out, and then we'll chat a little bit. And thanks, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Juan, for letting us know about his audio. That was clutch.
Shout out Brianna.
Yeah, and shout out Brianna for her clutch work also, and the fact that she is such a great friend, giving people products she won't use. I love it, Brianna, and creating her own genre of photography. Obviously,
It is dope.
and for hanging out with us, girl. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. You gotta hit me up so we can talk about your work over here. We're coming in live every Tuesdays at 3 p.m. with pros, and also live at 3 p.m. on Amazon.com/shop/memes photogs. I don't know if you already follow me there, Scott. Would love for you to follow me.
Oh yeah,
if at all possible. But anyway, all right, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks guys.